Hey, what is up? What a good day, huh? I couldn't believe it when I woke up and I checked out Cardano. I was like, what the heck? Why is my portfolio up so much? And nothing had moved. Nothing would move that much. But then I saw Cardano and I was like, whoa, this was big. So we have some really big gains, man. And I think honestly, we owe it to Elon, man. Elon got us these gains, right? As we all know, a lot of people pulled out of Bitcoin after Elon said that they're not going to accept Bitcoin to buy Teslas because of how much energy is used to mine Bitcoin. Okay? It just shows that proof of stake is the future. You know what I mean? As we move away from a proof of work system into a proof of stake system, Cardano is going to just grow. It's going to grow by leaps and bounds, And all the people that pulled out of Bitcoin, right? That was a lot. There's a lot of money. Bitcoin was up to 60,000. Now it's down to 48, something like that. All that money is going to go somewhere. Okay? It's going to go somewhere. The people aren't just going to let it sit in a stable coin or sit in USD. People like a little action. They like to see it move, right? And a lot of it is gains. It's gains, right? It was people that paper handed in at high amounts, and then the long-term holders, they sold when it hit a big peak, right? So those are gains for a lot of people, and rather than have that money just sit in a bank account, they don't have a bill to pay with it. That money is going to go somewhere else, and a lot of it's funneling into Cardano. That's what I really believe is happening, and that's why I think Cardano is hitting all new heights. Now, over the year, the growth has been amazing for Cardano. There's been a lot of growth, So, we have to keep that in mind. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how much more it's going to grow for the rest of the year. It might start coming down. It could come down like 60% and it's still going to be up for the year. You know what I'm saying? So keep that in mind. You know what I mean? Be careful. I wouldn't go aping into Cardano right now. I'd wait for it to come down. This isn't financial advice, of course. But Cardano's looking great. Cardano's freaking awesome, right? Hoge. The Hoge team is so dedicated. Everybody is working so hard. All of us, we do our parts. We try to put in a little bit of work toward Hoge, every day, a couple times a day, just to keep that momentum going, right? And we all know that an American exchange is coming. We're working really hard to get onto an American exchange, right? In the meantime, it's looking like we're trying to get on a top 10 global exchange. So everybody's working to get together Hoge and get together USD to get onto an American exchange. Of course, there's not a listing fee, but they need funds for liquidity, they need funds for marketing, and they need funds to do the airdrops. I don't know if this new exchange we're trying to get on, now I don't have a name, there's a non-disclosure agreement when we try to get onto exchanges, and that's really good. So, but I don't know if this new exchange is going to do airdrops or not. But, it's basically money is needed, So, a lot of people say, hey, the non-disclosure agreements, why can't we know what exchange we're trying to get onto, right? That's basically to protect us and to protect them. Because if it fell apart, if the agreement fell apart and they couldn't hash out an agreement, right? One side or the other could go and start trashing the other side in public. And that's really important because if a rumor starts these days, people run with it, and if the truth comes out down the line, most people just heard the rumor and a very small majority know the truth, right? So a non-disclosure agreement is very important in things like this, in business like this, to not dirty the name of one side or the other, when really neither side did anything, and neither side deserves that. Just because the talks broke down, right? So a non-disclosure agreement really helps you, and I think it'll help Hoge, right? Because if we look at Shiba, Shiba hit crypto.com, and it mooned, man, and that was amazing. That was amazing, you know. And I want to see the same thing for Hoge, because Hoge has amazing tokenomics that are way better than Shiba, right? But the reason Shiba had so much movement is because it wasn't widely known, okay? It wasn't out there in the news that it's gonna move. You know what I mean? And that's really why when it did hit crypto.com, everybody aped in, because nobody knew about it ahead of time. And that's what we want for Hoge. That's what we want when Hoge hits an American exchange. That's what we want for Hoge when they hit any exchange. Because the news that gets, the more people that news gets to it once, that is going to be more movement that we're going to see in the chart, okay? And that's great. And you know, a lot of it, me for one, I'm not in it just for movement in the chart. I like the project. I want to see this project turn into something great. You know what I mean? It's great to see it go up, but the project to me is something special. And the project to me can be around for years and years and years to come as that burn keeps continuing and the price keeps going up and up and up. It would be amazing if this could become a retirement vehicle. This could be something better than Social Security. This could be something you could invest in when you're young and hold and watch it grow, and you could retire with it, you know. And that's great. That's why I really believe in this project, you know. Dogecoin, right? A lot of people say Doge is you know, Doge did its thing, and that's great. I think there might be some amazing still movement to come, right? I'm out of Doge right now. I was in it for a long time, and I got out, and because I was like, I don't know what more could happen. It's the market's so saturated, everybody knows about it. What more can happen, right? Well, it seems like a lot more can happen, because Doge is actually headed toward Coinbase. Doge is going to be on Coinbase, and that's big. That's pretty big, you know. The place that I know to get Doge right now, the easiest, is crypto.com, right? A lot of people don't have crypto.com. Their exchange is a little clunky. Mainly, they have their own cryptocurrency that you buy, and then you get like a credit card, and you can you know, get cash back and stuff like that. So it's not just an exchange like Coinbase. But when Doge gets on Coinbase, there might be some room for some movement, you know. And with Elon's rocket, that's the Doge rocket going into space, that's pretty cool. And the people that are involved in Doge now, they're big time people. I don't know if that's good or if that's bad, but they're big time people, and they have ties to big banks, and they have ties to a lot of different, you know, global things. I'm not going to be specific, but they have ties to certain Rothschilds. They have ties to certain things, and you know, there could be some big movement for Hoge. You know, they could go in, they could change the code. I don't like the amount of I don't like the minting function. I don't like the rate at which they're mined. But if you look at USD, how much USD is printed every year, I mean, I don't know, man. You know, maybe they could steer Doge bigger. You know, Mark Cuban said they should make it a stable coin when it hits $1. I don't know. I don't know about that. Haven't really done any research into the pros and cons of that, or what that would even entail. I don't know. You know, I don't look at what these millionaires say. I don't really like take what they say as gospel, because a lot of these guys, man, they were bashing crypto for so long, you know what I mean? And now they're all getting on board, and they're late to the party. You know, they really are. So I'm very cautious of when I hear one of these legacy banking guys saying this or that about crypto, because the more articles you read that are from like legacy media, Wall Street Journal, it's a joke when they try to talk about crypto, because, you know, I don't know very much about it, but these people know even less. And these people that are supposedly writing the papers, They make mistakes all the time and they don't go back and fix them. They don't. If they did, it would be constant. They'd be constantly fixing mistakes. You think they would hire some people that know what they're talking about, right? Anyways, my opinion. God bless. Stay green. I'll talk to you all soon. Bye.